frankly, I'd be surprised if he doesn't.
Stolen by Wade. And stolen by Thompson. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Nets out in front, opening up a huge gap. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings.
Look at Detroit. They've had a great start to the season as we thought they might. They play together, they play for one another, they're well coached. This team is a team to watch for the rest of the year.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Nets.
They love to run. At times, it looks like a layup line. They can hit the three, but tough matchup for your transition D.
Yeah, they've made it a race, but only one team has shown up. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Really an incredible game from primetime.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
For most guys, that's a night's work. It shows you how dominant he's been to this point.
Parks is out there with Cunningham. Then it's Thompson, and it's Kramer in at the four-man position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Here's Cunningham, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cunningham. Brooklyn's gone 7 of 9 on three-pointers.
Oh, nice!
Look at that. My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looks frustrated.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Thompson outside. Here's Kramer. Cunningham outside. And again, Cunningham missing.
They started out this half ice cold, 0 for their first 3.
Wade can't hit. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Thompson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Reed Shepherd. The Pistons have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws. And going to the windmill dunk to turn this place on its ear.
This crowd is stunned. Here's Parks. Wade with the block. They retain possession. Lets the 3 fly. Year in and year out, you can't say enough brag about MP's impact on the defensive end.
Absolutely. MP is one of the best defenders in the game. He earned his 4th all-defensive first-team selection last season. Nothing comes easy when you're going up against MP.
And here's Brooklyn. They've got an 8-0 run. From outside the arc. Good on the triple. Wade's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And the shot goes in. Cunningham's got 21 in the game.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to...
Oh, he would not be denied!
What a burst!
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Here's Parks. Good on the three-point shot. Parks has got 16.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. A three-pointer off the mark. The Nets have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Jordy with the screen on Cunningham. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Back to you, Kevin.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Nailed from three-point land. Cunningham's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's his first from distance this half, which gives him 3 for the night.
And that one, good.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
A moment now to see the stats for Wade. Coming off a terrific season. And lest we forget, the most prolific shot blocker in the game. #1 in blocks per last season.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him. And you can't even really contain him. Last season, MP taking home the Bill Russell NBA Finals MVP Award. And, Greg, it was a very special moment.
And for the 5th time, I mean, that is Michael Jordan territory. But you know what? MP has earned the right to be mentioned along with MJ and the all-time greats.
Hey, Tim, if you could start a franchise with one player not named Wembanyama, who would you select?
I think I'd go with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right now. When you look at his age, combined with the fact that I believe he is the single toughest individual cover in the NBA, he can just collapse defenses at will.
That is so well said. Would you pick a position or the player? How would you discern between those two thoughts?
I think the key for me is I want to take a guy who's going to make the decisions for me with the basketball in his hands. When you have a ball-dominant league with stars controlling the action, I want that one guy who I know I can pencil in high-level production every night.
The kick out to Cunningham. Thompson for the triple. Brooklyn with the rebound. Erickson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
I think everybody in here is in shock. In many ways, their team just hasn't shown up.
They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
And I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
Parks passes to Cunningham. And Wade sends it back. And he recovers it. 4 on the clock. Cunningham's shot is off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
I've been really impressed with how intense their defense has been. They are picking up steals left and right, which is disrupting their opponent's rhythm.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's a look at what's coming up for the Detroit Pistons. On Wednesday, they'll take on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Saturday, I'll be matching up with Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Oh, he's having a huge night, and so is this offense, just rolling right now.
And stolen by Eason. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. And GA, the second Defensive Player of the Year award for MP. And you look at the players who've done that multiple times, not a very long list.
And almost every player on that list is in the Hall of Fame. So MP is definitely burnishing his credentials as one of the all-time greats.
The Pistons making a change here. Hendricks is checked in. He swipes the ball away again. Another bucket. Wow.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise record in scoring.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history to boot. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Well, he was hoping to
He sledgehammered it in.
climb that ladder.
A whole selfless play right there from Green. He's all about getting it to the open man.
And, well, Detroit shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. They need this one. Eason grabs the board.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Parks passes to Cunningham. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
Just a special offensive talent. We don't see guys like Cunningham come through the league that often.
The Pistons shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. Buford, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
One shot.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Wade for 3. He got it again. Sensational.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time. And last season, MP earning his 5th most valuable player award. Greg had something only a handful of players. And another steal for him.
And he's everywhere on defense, picking up that steal.
No one has more steals in a single game. Detroit making a switch.
Give a big round of applause for your Pistons dancers. The dance, please.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Henderson. Wade out there with Green. Then it's Buford. Tim, you once led the NBA in three-point percentage. And in my mind's eye, I can see almost every shot. You were terrific shooting the long ball.
Well, Kevin, I don't want to show my age, but do you know, after 4 years of high school and 2 years of college, making 25-foot twos, I finally had a three-point line going into my junior year, and I'm just glad I had a three-point line for my entire NBA career.
Yeah, it's a tough transition to make to stretch out and go those extra couple feet.
No doubt. I was not ready to make NBA level threes when I first came out of college. A year overseas really helped me gain strength, and finally I found my rhythm in the NBA.
Wade has the open look. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 4 assists in the game. Detroit's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. Cunningham outside. Pass to Kramer. From past the arc. And it's Wade with the rebound. Wade's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And another one falls. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And the layup's good off the glass. Cunningham's got 45 points.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the basket by Parks.
And that's his second 3 of the half and his 5th overall, really lighting it up.
Wade from outside buries the long-range jumper.
3 points.
Wade's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Just give him the ball. This guy is shooting lights out from deep.
Thompson outside. Pass to Kramer. Pistons passing it around. And the basket by Parks.
Asad Thompson with the assist.
You know, Tim, you hear some players now feeling they're being unfairly criticized. Power that baby down! Wow!
Oh, my goodness!
Most players would give anything for that kind of vertical.
But he's not giving it away. He wants to keep it all for himself.
Now, it is something special to be born with that kind of verticality.
Here's Cunningham. Pass to Kramer. 5 on the clock. Thompson from long range. Rebounded by the Nets. Wade's got 11 rebounds in the game. With the shot. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now.
Oh, he would not be denied!
What a burst!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the deep, nabbing another steal.
And I can't believe what he's doing on defense, just racking up the steals.
He just tied for the 4th most steals in a game in NBA history.
Well, that's a look you rarely see him miss.
With the drive, and it's Wade slamming it down.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Wade.
He did it all tonight, making an impact with more than just his scoring. How about the fact that he got a triple-double?
Popped up there for Wade. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
No clue where that pass is going. That is a brutal turnover.
Petrovic is checked in for Tari Eason. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Kramer, the pass to Cunningham. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And it's Wade penetrating. And it's Wade with the jam.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Out to Thompson. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Parks. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Green finds Wade. It's stolen by Cunningham. Pass to Thompson. And the call will be against Primetime. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Team second. Brooklyn substitution.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And tonight, not just a regular season win, it also counts in the end.
A triple-double in tonight's win for the man of... Did you just use the word? Back to you, Kevin.